Hello, everyone. Hello, welcome in. I decided to stream early, but okay. Yeah, we definitely need to fix this. Because last, kind of wish I didn't have to, do this, but unfortunately, I kind of have to. But hello, everyone. I am Mystic Ray Wolf. Right now we are doing we're continuing Kaya's story date. I did do a little grinding um beforehand, not as much, but we're gonna get started. We only did two out of the five endings so far, so we're just gonna go and do that story. And then if we do have some time afterwards, we can do a little bit of grinding. There is a event going on, which I only played a little bit of that, but and if you guys want me to get the P skin, it's all you have to do is go to the command exclamation point Genshin. I give you the information, and while you guys, what just happened? I had a weird noise. And you just type in your information. Might need to fix the wording on some of that, but it will be 1980 is the genesis in order to get this flea skin. Let's see if it's not on sale. So yeah, this will be like the only one. Plus, I will get like a little bonus with it too. So also we'll be
La la
doing
la.
some gacha here in a little bit because I have fates for the limited banner. I'm probably gonna head and pull for Yegon instead of Kokomi because Kokomi gave me Chi Chi, and I was like, all right, fuck you.
You're always so busy. It's high time you gave yourself a proper break. Even the sharpest blade loses its edge if it's always in use. Regular maintenance is essential for reliable performance. And anyway, life is short, so we should make the most of the time we have. Right now is the perfect time to relax and enjoy ourselves. And who knows how many other chances we'll get. So come on, what do you say?
Let's let me take you somewhere new, or we can't spend public money on our own amusement. Take me somewhere new.
Great. Music to my ears. I'll cover the travel costs, of course. There's nothing more enjoyable than the company of a good friend. Let's call this a nice little excursion to round off my long business trip. Now, let me think where we should go. Hmm. I've seen a lot of Sumeru already, so let's go for someplace new. How about Liyue? I'd be heading past there on my way back to Mondstadt anyway, so it's not out of the way.
I mean, I know the inside and out.
Well, lucky me. I'll hold you. Liyue is Ministry of Civil Affairs. I don't have much luggage,
Yeah,
so it won't
we'll
take me
skip
long
this
to pack.
little part, but
Give me.
um, check. Oh, I guess I have to say yes, cancel that.
You're always so. And
I don't
anyway,
know.
life is short, so we
Yeah,
should make the most of the time we have.
okay, we'll go with that.
Now I remember why you're an honorary knight. Of course, being tempted by money is beneath you. Your honest character is dazzling to behold. Like the sunlight reflecting off the surface of Cider Lake in the late fall, I hold my hands up. My thinking was mistaken. In that case, I guess today's end of trip blowout is cancelled. I shall pack my luggage and prepare to return to Mondstadt.
It'll be nice to catch up with everyone in Mondstadt.
Oh, you'd do that for me? Well, this wasn't what I'd originally planned, but it's a very welcome development. When I was souvenir shopping, I picked out something for you too. Guess my thoughtfulness wasn't in vain.
You got me a souvenir.
Let's keep that a secret for now. Not because I want to keep you guessing. It's just that I didn't think I'd run into you here. All my gifts are back at the inn. I want you to find out for yourself when you open it. The surprise is what gift giving is all about, is it not?
Fine.
Then it's settled. We'll leave together shortly.
What you see is what
All
we've got.
right.
Feel free to look around.
A reunion. I'm pretty sure this is on Tiffany. Thanks. What the
East bombs.
weird?
So
I just saw something like on my skin, and I thought it was
da
like
da
blood,
da.
but I think it's pizza sauce because I ate pizza.
Look, Mondstadt's windmills. Ah, such a comforting sight. Now, as promised, your souvenir. Here you go. According to the merchant I bought it from, mysterious spirits called Jinn often live in lamps like this. and this lamp in particular once housed a very powerful genie. Merchants love to exaggerate to help make a sale, but it's still quite the pretty little lamp. I know you like rare things, so perhaps you can add this to your collection. Of course, you can also use it as an ordinary pot. Personally, I think it'd make an excellent wine vessel.
Well, thanks. I'll put it on display.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. I'm ready to head into the city now. You're free to join me, or you can make your own schedule. I could give everyone their souvenirs first, but I'm not sure whether I'm in the mood for running around and visiting people right after the long journey. Maybe I'll take a breather first. But I know I'll only get bored sitting in my room alone. Ugh. Do you have any suggestions?
Let's see. We can chill out together, or I can join you for the souvenir giving. Let's just chill out first.
I'm honored to have such a caring friend. Let's go to the plaza in front of the cathedral. We can listen to the bards playing or feed the pigeons. After so long in Sumeru, I've begun to miss that slow-paced and relaxed atmosphere. There's no rush. We can take our time and stroll on over.
Bye, pigeons. No, I didn't kill them this time. Oh, okay.
Port Ormos is always lively, even late into the night. People there go to bed much later than I imagined. Quite a stark contrast with Mondstadt. People pray and play music in the cathedral plaza during the day, but come nighttime, the streets are deserted except for the knights on patrol.
So, which lifestyle do you prefer?
Good question. Life in Sumeru is never dull. Last time I was out drinking on the street at night, some passing mercenaries invited me to dance. Although, I did learn later that that kind of thing is highly unusual even there. They must have been in a very good mood that night. They taught me a lot of songs that they usually sing during feasts. It really was a fun night. But be that as it may, I think I'm more suited to the free and easy life in Mondstadt. Simple, honest folks like me, we don't need much to be content.
Are you serious?
Fair enough. Let's shelve that discussion for now. Have you ever had a chance to hear the cathedral choir before? The hymns they sing are a whole tradition in their own right. Quite different from the folk songs that the bards play.
No.
Well, let's see if we can catch them today. Sister Grace is right there, so we can ask her about the choir's schedule.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Sister Grace. Does the church choir have any performances coming up soon?
Oh, I'm so sorry. The hymn concert we previously announced has unfortunately been pushed back.
Oh? What's the story there?
As you probably know, Captain Kaeya, we've been trying to organize an amateur choir in addition to the regular church choir.
Mm.
Ah, yes. I heard about that. I believe the plan was ultimately to have different choirs who can take turns to perform hymn concerts.
Yes, exactly. Well, it turns out there are plenty of believers who are good singers and interested in joining a choir. So, in theory, it should have been a simple case of getting everyone in the same room, then practice, practice, practice. But for some reason, the rehearsals are going terribly. I don't understand it. Everyone in the choir has a basic level of musical literacy, but they sound awful together.
Mm.
It's like everyone's trying to do their own thing. There's no group harmony. Oh, maybe I'm just not musically gifted enough to give them the guidance they need. Captain Kaeya, I know you like listening to hymns. How good is your understanding of vocal music?
Me? Music is far from my forte. But if you need some help, then don't worry. I know an expert who's more than up to the task.
Thank you so much, Captain Kaeya. Having some expert guidance will definitely be a great help.
I'm sure you've figured out who this expert is already. He has the best singing voice of any poet in Mondstadt and
Mm,
understands poetry better than any other singer.
mm,
Plus, he's exceptionally easy to find. 9 out of 10 times, he's in the tavern.
mm. Yep, I knew from the start that he's like, yep, I know a guy. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's Venti, isn't it? It's like, you know them too, right? And I'm like, he's at the tavern like 90% of the time, or 95%. There he is.
Good day. Drinking alone? I hope you don't mind us joining you.
Hello, Venti.
Hello, hello! Please, take a seat. We're all friends here.
Patton, one moonlit alley and an apple cider.
Ooh, excellent choices. Come on, let's have a toast and drain our glasses together. Here's to the time spent drinking with friends, which is more unforgettable than the drinks are delectable.
Ever the poet, Professor Venti. A beautiful toast from the bard with the most. Any new songs of yours we could listen to? There's a real dearth of quality entertainment at the moment, since the cathedral's choir performance has been delayed again. Speaking of which, I trust you've heard Sister Grace's choir perform before?
Of course! Though the format is a little on the formal side, they do sing quite beautifully. Very pleasant to listen to.
So you'd say you enjoy listening to hymns?
Let me think. Well, however it's expressed, as long as you can hear the singer's passion and joy in their voice, I consider it a phenomenal performance.
Passion and joy, huh? An
Hmm.
intriguing perspective. By this logic, I suppose Lord Barbados would also enjoy the choir's performances.
Oh? And why is that?
Think about it. It's only because of his patient guidance and protection that the people of Mondstadt can now sing such beautiful hymns in the cathedral.
Oh, really?
It must be quite satisfying for him to hear a joyful people lift up their voices in song.
Yes, well, that's a beautiful image filled with hope. But actually, maybe Barbados himself doesn't give it so much thought.
Oh,
In principle, the hymns of the cathedral are dedicated to a god. But in reality, the audience are all ordinary people with very worldly concerns. So what really matters is that the people enjoy what they're listening to.
Hmm.
hmm.
If Sister Grace was able to see things that way, perhaps she wouldn't feel so distressed.
Huh? Distressed? About what?
All right, here's the deal.
Ugh, she might be asking a bit too much. To be honest, if they have a natural talent for music, they should just be allowed to sing whatever they want. It'll all sound good.
Even if their voices aren't in harmony.
I'm pretty sure the first people to sing songs to the Animal Archon weren't all singing the same tune.
Wow.
Besides, he is the god of freedom. Surely he'd prefer to hear Mondstadters sing their hearts out however comes naturally to them.
Well, to each their own, I say. But Sister Grace seems quite bothered by the whole thing. If only a kind soul with a deep understanding of poetry and music could help her. Patton?
More drinks?
Uh-oh. I only brought enough money for one bottle today. I'll have to pass.
Wait, he has money? Central Inn.
Another bottle of apple cider for Venti, please, Patton. My treat.
Wow! Thanks, Kaeya. Ah, you were one of the finest students ever to emerge from my fast track love poetry class. I always did admire your enthusiasm and kindness. With the aid of this bottle, a humble bard's woes are whisked away on the wind. And so it falls to this humble bard to pass the blessing on to another.
Then this is probably the single most worthwhile alcohol purchase I've ever made. With your help, Sister Grace's problems are as good as solved. Sister Grace is a devout follower of the Animo Archon. Perhaps it's her depth of devotion that causes her to worry too much about the smallest things.
Don't worry. Just wait a moment. I'll go find her. Right after I finish this cider. The next time you visit her, our sweet sister shall be sad no more.
Alright, well, I guess we'll just. Freaking Lindsay staring at me. Why are you staring at me? Stop staring at me, dude. It, it, oh, whatever.
These bombs so
And he's gone.
heavy.
Peace, kid. Peace, kid. So far, so good. Oh,
Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe. Explosions can hurt people. Gin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be doomed. Those are the survival rules that the Knights of Favonius gave me.
oh wait, I was supposed to have. Oh,
Hello,
I'll
Sister
do it for the
Grace.
next one, I
How are the
guess.
rehearsals going?
Captain Kaeya, your bard friend has a few suggestions that are somewhat fanciful in nature.
Oh,
Fanciful in the sense of not worth adopting? Is that what you mean?
well, so what's your thoughts, dude?
Everyone in the choir loves to sing, but they're used to singing their favorite songs. Suddenly asking them to sing in perfect harmony like a church choir with years of experience is just too difficult. So, why ask them to adjust to the demands of those staid old church hymns when you could just create a new song for them? One that they'll be able to grasp quickly? If you want, I could help.
Oh,
Church choirs typically stick to traditional hymns. This is certainly an innovative idea. What's stopping you from considering it, Sister Grace?
While I don't expect a recently established amateur choir to perform on par with our own church choir, this would be a major departure from tradition. I'm just not convinced that it's appropriate.
Is the Church of Favonius really such a stickler for tradition? Giving believers the chance to express themselves freely seems like it would be a very positive thing. So, Venti, do you think the Animo Archon would like to hear a new melody?
Of course! This was the wish of the people when New Mondstadt was first founded.
Okay, well, let's see what our other friend thinks. Traveler, what are your thoughts?
um, I let's see. I agree with Fenty's understanding, or the audience might take some time to get used to a new song. I mean, yeah, they might. It might take some time, but mm, I mean, I do kind of understand where he's getting at too. So we'll just do that.
Another vote of confidence. Maybe there's hope for this idea yet.
Maybe it's just a generational thing, but Well, it's not a completely unreasonable idea. I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Looks like we're all in favor then. So let's start preparing. Sister Grace, could we trouble you to inform the choir members?
Of course. I'll tell them now, and then we'll give this a try.
Should we find some people to help us compose the lyrics? If this is to be a new song of the people, then the more fresh ideas we have, the better.
Good idea. Let's split up and find some contributors, Traveler.
So who should we be looking for, or what should I say to them? Let's ask who we're looking for.
Let me think. Since we're composing a song, we should try and recruit at least one person who understands music. Aha, I know. Sister Grace, how would you feel about us asking Sister Barbara to provide her input?
Given that the idea is to write a song dedicated to Lord Barbados, I'm sure Sister Barbara would be very willing.
Perfect. Traveler, why don't you head into the cathedral and invite Sister Barbara to join us? I'll look for another friend who's interested in helping us.
Alright. Barbara. Hey, yo, Barbara. Okay, let me change parties here. I forgot to change into the one that Kaeya, the one with Kaeya, so. No! Excuse me, good lord. Deploy. I forgot that was a thing. I forgot deploy was a thing. Go around the cathedral. Oh, Barbara! Barbara!
Let the wind lead! Traveler, it's been a long time since I last saw you in the cathedral.
So, I have this request for you.
Please, don't be shy. Go right ahead.
I want you to sing this song.
Oh, I see. What an interesting idea. The hymns we know today have been passed down to us through the ages. Very few people would ever think to create a new one. But as long as we put our hearts into it and write with reverence and devotion, perhaps our new song can become part of the tradition that is passed on and bring joy to future generations. I never imagined that the bard would come up with such an amazing suggestion. I'd really love to be a part of this.
Do you have time to join in a lyric writing session too?
Sure. Let's go there together right now.
Well, she's just willing to help.
Anything the knights can do for you.
Shut up. No one asked. Well, I got someone. Diona.
You're here.
Why the fuck she's here?
You took your sweet time.
Oh, hey, Diona.
I've seen Kaeya play Genius Invocation TCG, making up a bunch of baloney to distract his opponents. He's a trickster, plain and simple. So now, I gotta check with you guys to see if what he's saying is true.
Oh. Okay. She's just saying that Kaeya is being a sussy baka. Uh. I guess. Alright. I just want to update the little description content thing.
Can we really write about anything we want in this song? Even the evils of Mondstadt's wine industry? And is the choir really gonna perform it publicly? So everyone on the streets will hear it?
Do you think she can really write about that?
I don't think anything's off limits. I thought it was a fun idea anyway.
Okay. I mean, Dealer doesn't even like alcohol in the first place, so.
Then I want to write this. All booze hounds will be punished harshly by Lord Barbados.
Oh my god, that laugh.
That's a very novel idea indeed.
I'm used to just humming to myself while I work. So after Sister Grace criticized us for not singing in harmony, I was planning on quitting the choir.
Oh,
I never thought we'd be able to just sing what we wanted. Whew, what a relief.
Plus, we get to write a song with Sister Barbara. I'm so honored.
Arthur? Not Arthur, it's Arthur. Huh?
Thank you, everyone. Why don't we start by picking a theme for this song? I agree. Traditionally speaking, the theme should be Praise be to the gentle and loving Lord Barbados.
I expect that Professor Venti might feel that topic is overdone and lacks originality, and that it may not be to Lord Barbados's liking.
That's Kaeya for you. Got it in one. I'd suggest that everyone start by thinking of the little things in life that bring you joy.
Like tearing down the wine industry.
Ooh, well, then can I praise the perfect fish head soup my mom cooked last night?
Of course you can.
Oh, so her mom is still alive.
I
Okay.
think I'd like to rejoice in the precious
I don't
days
know.
spent together with family.
I had a little theory that, maybe Diana's mom passed away at a young age and that's why her dad's like an alcoholic, but I guess not. Anyways,
Let us praise Mondstadt, the city that allows us to sing freely.
See? Already we have lots of wonderful ideas. Let's write them down. And then Kaeya can. Huh? Kaeya?
huh? Why are you over there? Why you over here, boy? Why you over there, boy?
What are you doing here? Didn't want to participate in the discussions?
Do you want to leave?
I just wanted to take you to hear a performance, but that obviously didn't happen thanks to the problems with the choir rehearsals.
Yeah, but
The rehearsals are now back on track, so I've done my part. If I stay here any longer, I'll probably get roped into singing with them.
oh,
I'd rather it didn't come to that. My songwriting abilities are limited.
um, here you are helping other people out when you're supposed to be kicked back and relaxing, or perhaps this is your way of relaxing? Perhaps?
If doing nothing but loitering on the plaza enjoying the scenery all day is the only way to relax, then I suppose I didn't get to relax. But that would get boring after a while.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it's more fun to wander around, see what's happening, and insert myself into interesting situations. Besides, can you be so sure I didn't have something to gain from helping Sister Grace with her choir rehearsal dilemma these past few days?
Oh! I spy two naughty students skipping class, and they just so happen to be the very two who asked me to help Sister Grace in the first place. We're ready to review and discuss everyone's lyric contributions now. Hey, why is it that you look like you're trying to run away?
I still recall the teachings of Professor Venti. The Animo Archon cares not about how moving the people's songs of praise are, but rather whether or not the song comes from the heart. With so many true believers gathered together earnestly writing a song for him, I'm sure the Animo Archon is watching on and feels very satisfied. That's what a song of worship is all about. So, mission accomplished.
And that's the reason you've decided to leave?
Slipping away before the final verse is sung, before the poet has uttered the last line, before everything has concluded. I don't know. Something about it just resonates with me.
You're just too embarrassed to sing.
Oh no. You've seen right through me.
Wow, that was a craftily crafted speech. I almost fell for it.
That face, though.
But to share all this with a group of friends, only to find myself one friend short before the final verse is sung, before the poet has uttered the last line, before everything has concluded, I don't know. Something about it just irritates me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to write a poem, then let me gift you one. Abandoned to whatever fortune the cruel waters bring, bereft of control, directionless I swing. The swift currents surge, and onward I urge, through the snow and frost that fall and winter bring. Majestic waves cresting, surf roaring its tail, none but the ocean to hear as I sing. The stars in my eyes as I chart toward the horizon, that into one day from the endless dome of night I shall spring. If you are a chaser of freedom, the animal Archon will bless you. So why not let those feelings out and sing with everyone?
A boat that has come unmoored will not get lost in the night,
Good poem.
but sail towards the dawn. A beautiful image.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't have to believe in it, but the winds of Mondstadt will guide every lost ship back to safe harbor.
Hopefully.
Well, after a fine
Hopefully.
poem like that, it would be plain rude of me not to rejoin you.
Unless it like freaking sinks. So.
Let's head back together. You two, of all people, have to be there for the grand finale.
If you are a chaser of freedom, why not sing with everyone?
You're just too embarrassed to sing.
I mean, yeah, I could relate to that, honestly. Alright, what's this one? The memento. You left him a gift. Oops. I mean, that sword on him is just like, so good.
What's the hurry?
So good with that outfit. I think, they did that on purpose. Sort of, so. But still.
Look. Now, as according to the merchants,
Mm-hmm.
I know you like rare things, so perhaps you can add this to your collection. Of course, you can also use it as an ordinary pot. Personally, I think it'd make an excellent wine vessel.
Thanks, I'll use it as a decant or whatever that means.
You're welcome. I'm glad you like it. I'm ready to head into the... I could give every... Maybe I'll take a breather first. But I know I'll only get bored sitting...
Let's just, do this souvenir giving. I'll accompany you.
Yes, I suppose. Okay, souvenir run it is. They're mostly people you know, so it'll be a chance for you to say hi to some people you haven't seen in a while. Let's start by going to the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Jean and Lisa will definitely be there, and with any luck, we might run into a few others too.
Nice.
Seems all the other knights already have their hands full.
Stop climbing. But why is he the cavalry captain when there's, like, no horses in sight? We have never seen, like, a horse in Genshin. Do they not exist? Or did they exist? I don't know. I mean, in the webcomic, yes. In the webcomic, you get to see some, like, horses and whatever, but Where are they in the game? Come on, Genshin. Let's do something.
Hey, you two busy?
I'm back.
You must have had a tough journey, Kaeya. Oh, it's been a while, cutie.
Yes, welcome back, Kaeya. Why is the honorary knight accompanying you?
I'm just saying hi. That's basically it.
I understand. Back to matters at hand, Kaeya. I have already received your report. You did well this time, thank you. A few days ago, we received a letter from the representative of the Wine Merchants Association in Sumeru. It was thanks to your on-the-spot decisions that further losses, due to continued delays, were avoided.
Just doing my duty. Anything to reduce the acting Grandmaster's workload. Oh, I nearly forgot. I have some unused travel funds. I'll return the surplus now.
Urge to expose him.
Given the suddenness of the situation and the difficulty in resolving it, I authorized a greater than normal disbursement in case of unforeseen circumstances. But I didn't think there would be this much left over. Thank you, Kaeya.
Just doing the right thing. But I'm not actually here for a post-trip debrief. I brought some souvenirs back for everyone.
Souvenirs from Sumeru?
Oh, it's like a little knife. Probably a brochure or something, and then a little jewelry case.
Here, the letter opener is for Jean. The jeweled brooch is for Lisa. And the items in the box are for everyone else.
Ah, it's a letter opener. My bad.
The artistry of this is exquisite. Look at the ornamentation on the sheath. This must be one of those crafts unique to Sumeru. It's my first time seeing one in person. Thank you, Kaeya.
I love the color of the gem in this brooch, and the setting is so elegant. You have excellent taste, Kaeya. This can't have come cheap.
It wasn't too bad. I didn't spend too much.
Might I intrude a moment?
Albedo, is that you? Come in.
I finished the latest quarterly
Albedo!
expenses report for the workshop. It's ready for your review. Traveler, greetings. And Kaeya, welcome back from Sumeru. Haven't seen you in a while.
Hi.
You two look like you're in good spirits.
I'm surprised that you get to be in this.
As a matter of fact, the honorary knight and I traveled back from Sumeru together. Ah, yes, and I brought some souvenirs for you and Klee. They form a set. Hold on, let me dig them out.
You're too kind. Klee has been constantly inquiring as to the timing of your return lately.
Since you weren't around, she thought you had also been grounded, and that it would be a long time before you could come out.
Yes, Albedo got grounded for blowing up shit.
Children always have the most peculiar way of looking at things.
Also been grounded? Sounds like things haven't been too dull for you all in my absence.
Ugh, it's Klee's third time this month.
Third?
Evidently, you're not the least bit surprised.
I mean, okay.
No. On the contrary, what would be a surprise is if Klee ever managed to stay out of trouble for a substantial length of time.
Well, you guys have to get her to learn not to do this stuff. Otherwise, she's gonna keep doing it. That's why it's the third time in a month.
Anyway, since my souvenir is part of a set with Klee's, there's no rush to give it to me. When Klee's next, well, released, I'll bring her to see you sometime. We'll collect our souvenirs together.
Sure, makes sense. Leave the surprise for the person who'll enjoy it the most.
I'll leave these documents here. I'll take my leave now, everyone.
Kaeya, I've approved your vacation request. Use this time to relax and unwind. Don't worry about the report and other work. I'll take care of it. You too, Honorary Knight. There isn't any work the Knights of Favonius require your assistance with at this time, so please take it easy.
Thank you. then we'll be going now.
Enjoy your vacation. But don't forget to return the Fox and the Dandelion Sea series before it's due.
Don't worry, I'm nearly done with those. I'll be able to return them in a few days.
Good, because otherwise she's gonna shock your ass. I heard it from word of mouth. She's gonna find you. And then once she finds you, she's gonna kick your ass.
I'm surprised Klee still hasn't escaped. I taught her a few tricks just before I left.
No wonder. No wonder. No wonder she is grounded at this time. Why are you smirking?
Kids will always have their moments of mischief. But to be able to grow up without a worry or care in the world is something truly precious. Well, now that all the gifts for the Knights of Favonius are with Jean, next up is... Ooh, how about we visit the Dawn Winery under the pretext of delivering souvenirs and try to score some free wine? It's been a long time since I last saw everyone there. Plus, it'll be the perfect time to treat you to some of their newest brews. Diluc should be there tomorrow since he has business to deal with. But then there's nothing scheduled for the day after tomorrow, so perhaps it'll be easier to get free wine then. What do you think?
Uh-oh.
When should we go?
Tomorrow or the day after tomorrow? The day after tomorrow.
Great, then it's settled. Let's meet the day after tomorrow at the front entrance of the Dawn Winery.
Dude, I want to see their interactions again. Wait, what time do I have to wait until 2 days later? Okay. Tomorrow, the day after. Which I'm pretty sure people like.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen.
Alright. Come to the Dawn Winery. Oh, hello, Kaeya number one.
You're
Oh,
more
hello,
punctual than I
Kaeya number
expected.
two. I don't know why that said in my brain.
Let's head inside.
Functional? You didn't even tell me what time. You just told me, oh, just wait for the day after tomorrow. Oh, hello?
Master Kaeya? And the Traveler? Welcome, welcome. Please, come in. I'll fetch you both something to drink.
Long time no see, Elzer.
Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? So, what brings you back to the winery this... Sorry. Is there anything I can do for you?
No need to be so formal. I just returned from Sumeru and dropped by to see you all.
Ah, what a pity. Master Diluc went out to handle business last night and hasn't returned yet.
Never mind. The main thing is that you and Adeland are here. Oh, speaking of Adeland, where is she?
I wanted to see them two interact. Ah!
She's taking some time off. She was busy cleaning yesterday and finally has a bit of time to herself.
Perfect. I brought some gifts for you both. Here, this belt buckle is for you.
My goodness, it's exquisite. Thank you, Master Kaeya. I'll treasure it. Would you like anything to drink? We recently finished making a new batch of dandelion wine.
Well, what perfect timing. I was just wondering how this year's batch was coming along.
Let me fetch a barrel and have someone deliver it to the Knights of Favonius headquarters for you.
Oh, I won't be needing an entire barrel. A couple of bottles will be more than sufficient. Else Diluc might say I came here to beg.
Oh, Master Diluc might grumble, but he doesn't mean it. Anyway, let me fix you both a drink.
Much obliged. Then I'll have a glass of dandelion wine and a glass of cider lake for her, if you please.
Cider Lake.
The name is not that literal. It is a drink with virtually no alcoholic content, as Master Kai will be aware. I'll prepare them now. Please, wait a moment.
Of course, my drinks is non-alcoholic.
Strictly speaking, that's not entirely true. Cider Lake does have a tiny amount of alcohol in it.
Oh,
Please, enjoy.
Cider Lake. It's quite sweet and very tasty.
Pleased you liked it. Looks like my bartending skills haven't faded with age.
How have you been recently? Is the winery's business doing well?
To tell you the truth, we've had our work cut out for us recently trying to fulfill some major orders. Things have only just started to quiet down over the last couple of days.
So, you've had no time off lately?
Master Diluc was concerned about the same thing. But with him being out on business for a few days, who would take care of business and the guests if I were to take time off? Maybe some other time.
At least take half a day to see a doctor and make sure you're okay. If your condition worsens, Diluc will never forgive himself.
You make a fair point.
If you're worried about having someone to handle the winery, why not leave it to me? I'm familiar enough with your responsibilities to cover for you for a while.
Master Kaeya, Please, come back to the winery more often. We all miss you very much.
All right. No need for that kind of talk. Come on, I'll see you out.
Okay. Well done.
While I'm resting, I shall leave Dawn Winery in your hands.
Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Rest easy, and go see the doctor. Such great weather today. A calm breeze and delicious wine. This is quite the treat. Though, it's a pity this batch seems a bit bland. How about I go to the wine locker and fetch one from the reserve collection? I remember it's on the second floor.
Is that allowed?
Of course it's fine. I promised Elzer I'd help. I said nothing about leaving the wine alone.
Uh-oh, someone's coming.
Sorry, I'm a little late to the welcome party, but I believe I just heard the words wine locker and reserve collection. Planning on pilfering a bottle of reserve, Master Kaeya? The reserve collection is reserved for a reason, you know. You should at least run it past Master Diluc first.
Oh, Adeland, surely you misheard. We were simply taking a walk around the house.
I see. Anyway, what brings you and the traveler to the winery today?
We just returned from Sumeru. It's been a while, so I thought we might drop by and say hello. And perhaps enjoy a complimentary drink while we're here. Surely you wouldn't object, Adeland.
How could I object? We're simply happy that you've come back to see us.
Oh, Adeland, I also brought some gifts for you all. This bottle of essential oil is for you. If you rub it on your hands when it gets cold, your skin won't crack.
Oh my! I can't believe you remembered something like that.
Usually essential oils are not really like because that's like kind of like lotion, but I don't know.
Of course I remember. You always took such good care of me when I fell sick as a child. In comparison, this is nothing.
You're all grown up now, and you don't get sick nearly as easily. You don't need me to look after you anymore.
True, I don't get sick as much. But speaking of being looked after, when I was in Sumeru, I did find myself and my stomach missing your cooking so terribly.
Oh, are you hungry? Would you like to eat something? You too, traveler. Please tell me if there's anything you'd like to eat.
Uh,
Well, now that you mention it, I do actually feel a bit peckish.
Steak?
Oh, yes. A
mm,
nice steak would really hit the spot.
yes, yes, yes. I would take it.
Fragrant cedarwood grilled. Medium. Stewed vegetables on the side?
I'm not taking it medium, but yes,
Yes, just like you always used to make. Thank you kindly, Adeland.
My
I take
pleasure.
medium rare.
Traveler, I'm sorry I'm not familiar with your preferences. Would you like to come with me and select a few dishes?
All right, I'll take a steak. Um, where is she? Where? Oh, oh, here. Oh, I make my own.
Grilling the steak over fragrant cedarwood infuses it with more flavor than pan frying it. It's a favorite of Master Kaya's.
mm,
Since using an open flame to grill indoors is somewhat inconvenient, we usually set up a grill outdoors. It's perfect for grilling meat, but you can also use it to make stews.
true.
I can offer you a satisfying salad, cold cut platter, and anything stewed. What would you prefer, traveler?
Hmm. Let's go with honey roast.
Okay, right away. Master Kaya really likes stewed vegetables, but it takes the most time. So I'll start making that first and then prepare your meal once that's underway.
You seem to know his preferences inside out.
Of course! I looked after him and Master Diluc when they were growing up. He
True.
wasn't always such a
Okay.
complicated character. He was a gentle child, polite and very sweet. Boys, huh? The gentle ones grow up to be wild, and the rambunctious ones become quiet and reserved.
Oh,
At least that's my experience. If there's anything you don't understand about Master Kaya and his antics, please feel free to talk to me about it. His temperament has changed quite a lot over the years, but he still has a lot of the endearing qualities I remember.
well, I can't always tell if he's up to something because he's being sussy.
Kaya is much savvier and more mature than he used to be. Goodness knows he could be tricky to deal with. But let me share a few little tips. When he answers your question with a question, stop and think carefully about what he wants you to believe, and don't be led on by him.
Mm,
As for not knowing what he's up to, that's because he loves making up a good cover story. But don't let him get to you too much. You can take it from me. You were drinking a cider lake just now, right?
yes.
Do you know why it's called that? The name was coined by none other than Master Crepus when he mixed the drink for Master Kaya himself.
Mm,
They were adorable when they were young. One time, the winery was hosting a banquet, and Master Crepus strictly forbade Master Diluc from drinking. Master Diluc wasn't happy about that, and he convinced Master Kaya to team up with him and sneak into the wine cellar to steal some dandelion wine.
oh boy.
And how did I find this out? Because when Master Kaya attempted to distract me, I could clearly see Diluc hiding around the corner of the corridor, gesturing to Master Kaya to direct him through the whole thing.
Oh, oh my god.
The Captain Kaya of today never bats an eye when he lies, but he wasn't like that at all when he was young. Ah, goodness, how did I get into this?
Of course, he had to learn his tricky way, so that's probably why he got better.
Anyway, they were discovered by Master Crepus in the end, and he was furious. He punished Master Kaeya by making him write lines, and Master Diluc was forced to clean the wine barrels in the cellar.
Mm.
The wine cellar had over a dozen large wine barrels to scrub, and Master Diluc was just a child. There was no way he could finish it all by himself. Master Crepus really meant to teach him a lesson. I'd originally planned to secretly finish off the work for him, but when I peeked inside the cellar, I found that Master Kaeya was already there.
Hmm.
He and I finished scrubbing the remaining barrels. When Master Crepus saw that the bruises on Master Kaeya's hands were even darker than those on Master Diluc's hands, he instantly understood the situation. Master Crepus wasn't stern by nature, so to comfort Master Kaeya, he mixed him a drink and added a few drops of alcohol just so he could have a little taste. So you see, Kaeya was a gentle child and never one to boast about the things he did for other people. Sometimes he'd even deny it if asked. His friends have a special place in his heart, even if he keeps this to himself. Kaeya's quite a smooth talker these days, but I can tell that his habit of quietly helping others hasn't changed.
I see.
Ah, good. Okay, the stew is nearly ready, but the meat and the other dishes will need a moment. Please wait at the table. I'll be over shortly.
Well, I guess we get a little backstory for the both of them. Cute. And also, oh hi, we were just talking over there. That's all.
Drinking fine wine, eating Adeline's steak. Ah, now this is what I call a vacation.
Oh, we just get to flat out say it. Heard some of your stories back in the day.
Oh, what has Adeline been telling you?
Croissant, Pepsi Man. Thank you. All right, I'll get something to drink here. But thank you for the hydrate. Croissant. Oops. Just saying you were a smart kid.
So she told the good stories. Well, shucks. Now I'm embarrassed.
Oh, really? You embarrassed now?
Food's ready. I hope you're hungry. I made a little extra, given how long it's been since you were last here.
Oh, we never imagined there would be such a magnificent feast. You've really outdone yourself. Why don't you sit and eat with us this time?
Sure.
If you keep chatting away, the food will get cold. I'll wait here. Please call me if you need anything.
I'm afraid that just won't do, Adeline. I'm serious. We get together so rarely. Can't you bend the house rules just this once?
Just once.
After all, I don't live here anymore, so I'm just a regular guest. You aren't going to refuse your honored guest this small request, are you?
Since it's you, Master Kaeya, I see no choice but to honor your request. I know that us sharing a meal is a sign of our close relationship, but this is technically against the rules for a maid, so please forgive me for rebuffing you at first. I didn't mean to sound rude.
Well, it's all kind of small anyways.
Traveler, given how petty Master Kaeya can be, it must be hard for him to make friends. Does he have any friends in the Knights of Favonius?
Yes, me. Or yes, everyone is Kaya's friend. I mean, he's also friends with the other people we gave souvenirs to, so me.
Looks like my efforts have paid off. See, Adeland?
Just me.
Hello, everyone. Pardon me, but is this Dawn Winery? I'm Guangzhe, a guard with the Secure Transport Agency under the Leo Communications Office. Here's my card.
No wonder
Oh,
Elzer
we
felt
met
so
him in the.
strongly about staying. He certainly wasn't kidding about how busy it is. Mr. Guangzhe, a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
We met him in the one of the hangouts.
The pleasure is all mine. The Secure Transport Agency has worked with your fine establishment in the past, though we have only corresponded through letters. I always found it a great pity that I, the overseer of our cooperation, have never had the occasion to visit in person.
Why don't we go inside to discuss the details? No doubt the conversation will flow better with some of our wines to taste. Adeland?
Certainly, Master Kaeya. Please wait a moment.
Now where they go? Are they inside the winery? Or... Yes, they are. Okay.
And how might I address you, sir, as well as your...
Just Kaeya is fine. I'm standing in today for Elzer, who usually manages the winery's business. And this is my good friend.
Hi, I'm Red.
A pleasure to meet you as well. I'm not just here today to pay a visit. I actually have an invitation for Master Diluc to cut the ribbon at a ceremony to celebrate our agency's business. Our collaboration with Dawn Winery last year was quite successful, and I was curious about your product shipment plans for the next quarter. If it's no trouble, please, also mention to Master Diluc that our agency has expanded this year, so if the winery has any additional needs, please consider us.
Master Kaeya, the apple cider you requested.
Master?